example 2. So you should have tried this out on your own already. But if you're like, ugh, I am stuck, I got you. Okay, so today's, or example 2's problem is about Nike and about how kind of messed up Nike is with their markup rates. But anyways, we don't need to talk about that and get into detail. But if you do want to discuss more about this Nike situation, totally email me. They're not the only company that does that. Kind of like all the big brands do that. Like every famous brand really marks up the rate because they can. Anyways, I'm ranting, so let's get started. Nike's known for marking up their prices by a big percentage. Yes. Let's say Nike running shoes cost $68 for each pair. Let's say. I know that's not true, but let's just say. Find the selling price for a pair of running shoes if Nike has a markup of 75%. Now, let's just be real. Their markup rate is like $2,000. It's a really big price. And I will give you extra credit if you actually find out their markup rate, like their true markup rate in the back. So looking at these, if you want extra credit, you could send me a picture of you finding out what is the markup percentage of Nike, the true one. Anyways, let's get started here. So here we go. First thing is the original price, like we wrote, is always the whole. So what you should have had was $68. That's the first. And your markup percentage should have been 75%. Now, here, again, as we said, the markup, the part is going to represent the markup in dollars because the percent represents the markup as a percentage, and the percent and the part are in relation to one another. So whatever the percent represents, the markup is going to represent that in a different unit, and this unit is dollars. So now we are going to multiply. 75% is the same as 75 hundredths, as we know. We're going to multiply 75 hundredths by 68. Now, on the side, again, I'm just going to show you, a lot of you guys are still making mistakes when you're multiplying. And so when you're multiplying decimals, first you multiply it as you normally should, right? Without even like, as if there was no decimal. 8 times 5 is 40. Carry the 4, 6 times 5 is 30, plus 4 is 34. Then we're going to be adding, so we're going to skip to the next place value, and here you have 8 times 7, which is, oh man, why do I always mess this one up? 8 times 7 should be 56. Carry the 5, 6 times 7 is 42, plus 5, that's going to give me 47. And then we're going to add, so this is 0. This is also 0 because it's 6 plus 4 is 10. So I add the 0, carry the 1, 3 plus 7 is 10, plus 1 is 11, carry the 1, 4 plus 1 is 5. Okay, now what we have is, let's remember the decimal. There's no numbers behind the decimal here. And here we have 2 numbers behind the decimal. So in total, that means I need 2 numbers behind my decimal in my answer. So I'm going to move it 1, 2. And this is $51. So the part is $51, which represents the markup. So that's not the final price. That is literally just the markup, okay? We want to find the selling price. That's what the question is asking me. So that's the original price, which is $68, plus we have our markup, which is $51. And now we're actually going to find this. So here, this would be 9. 8 plus 1 is 9. And then 6 plus 8, 8. 6 plus 5 is 11. So $119 is the final answer. And that is the selling price. So remember, once you find the 75% of 68, that 51 is being added. That's the most important thing to remember, because a markup means you're making the product more expensive. So now we're going to type it in. 100. Whoops. Make sure to put your $sign first. And we got $119 as our answer, which is really expensive. But anyways, everybody pays for it.